Okay, now we're going to talk about 8-5. This is one of my favorite ones. I love these angles and arcs because you don't know why. It's like a big puzzle, you know? I love puzzles. You're just figuring out what goes where and all the fun stuff. So, let's talk about we'll just do number 51. I feel like you can do that one. I'm going to do a harder one. Let's do number 52. Yes. Okay. So, these are where colors are important. If you have colors, I suggest using them. They're wonderful. What we need to find is this little piece right here. NW. So, to get NW, what we also have to consider are the other arcs and angles in this diagram. So, let's think here. Well, we know, let's use pink. We know here that this 108 angle N creates 108, is bisecting, no, not bisecting, I apologize, is intercepting the arc YXW. So this whole arc is intercepted by that angle, right? And we know that inscribed angles, remember angles with a vertex on the circle, are half of their intercepted arc. So, if that's 108, this whole thing is 216 degrees, right? Okay. And then from there, that's that whole thing, though. I really would like to get just XW from here to here, okay? So how do you get that, you may ask? Well, you know the whole arc there, that dotted one is 216. You also know that XY here is 76. So if I do 216 minus 76, that's going to be 140 right here degrees. That's that arc. How does that help me? Well, now, let's go for orange. Let's look at the angle 102, which is intercepting here to here. So that's going from W, oh, that's an N, I apologize, all the way to XWN. So that whole orange one is going to be twice this angle 102. So that's going to be 204. But I also know that 140 is that green piece there. So if I subtract 204 from 140, that's going to give me my remaining arc here, which is 64, which is what I'm trying to find, which is my answer. Was that fun? It's like a puzzle. Puzzles are so fun. That says puzzles. All right, sorry. I'm tired. All right, let's go to the next one. So with that in mind, I think you can do 53. I'll do 54 maybe with you. It's a little weird. It's a puzzle. So let's look at what we know. We know 66, and that's about it. All right, if that is 66, I'm going to do this and this. So HQ is 66. We're going to look at what the angle is that it intercepts. Here's my angle, right? So that's going to be half, just because that's the rule, that's the formula. The angle here is half of its arc, so that's 33, right? But also, what? So is HSQ intercepting the 66 as well. So that also means that this is 33 degrees, right? Okay. How does that help me? Actually, that doesn't help me. Like, that is not important information. I apologize. It's good to know. It's good to know. Okay. But seriously, though, not important. So I'm going to erase that. Because here's what I need to focus on now. Let's look at what we're trying to find here. We're trying to find this question mark. So I'm going to look at the whole angle here. So that's going to be QRS. Okay? Oh, Miko. Why no? Shh. Okay, that's enough. Shh. I apologize for that interruption. So SRQ is intercepting SHQ, this whole arc here. And what do we notice about that arc? Is that perhaps a semicircle, you might ask? Why, yes, it is. So that's 180 for that whole arc there. And if the angle here is an inscribed angle, that means this whole angle here is half of 180. What is half of 180? 90. So this is a 90-degree angle. We already said that that is 33. So to get the other one, 90. This pen. 90 minus 33. And we get 57. 7. That make sense? Why does that look like a 2? It's a 7. Okay. So that's it for that one. How about 55? Yes, 55 is tough. It's a tough one. All right, so let me move this out of the way. That's our answer. I'm going to try to get there. Okay. So, well, let me tell you, there's a couple ways. Let me tell you the easy way of doing this. X and Z are going to be supplementary to each other because we learned that, okay? I could prove it for you, but it would take a really long time, and you don't really care about the proof, okay? Actually, if you do, I don't want to discourage you because proofs are awesome, and they're very important. So you can come see me in tutorials, and I will gladly prove that theorem for you. But the theorem says opposite angles in an inscribed quadrilateral are supplementary. So if X is 100, Z is 80. Why is that important, you ask? I'm so glad you're asking so many inquisitive questions. It's because this angle, which is an inscribed angle, is going to intercept the arc YXR. So this whole arc has to be twice the angle, right? So twice 180 is 160. Well, I need to solve for X, so really I need to set up an equation using that. So all I have to do is 13x plus 4 plus 78. So that's this piece plus this piece equals the whole arc, which we already calculated to be 160. And then combine like terms and solve. Okay? Good? So 56 is similar. It's a little different because now you have this right here. But if you remember, right, that is intercepting this entire arc here. Twice that angle has to equal that whole arc. Or you can also think about it as half of this whole arc has to equal the angle. So however you want to set up that equation. Okay? Alright, let's pause this. Way to go, people.